Welcome to another edition of Fridays with Phil. This is number 42, and we're going to call this the What Do I Do Now edition. So, obviously, markets are down here pretty good. We know that once every 5 years or so, that markets are going to correct. It's a natural part of the process. Portfolios should be built, ours are, to withstand these types of environments. Not saying that it's comfortable by any means, because it is not, but it is what we need to go through to become successful long-term investors and to use the market to our benefit, our family's benefit over time. I should introduce myself in case we haven't met. My name is Phil Telpner, owner and lead advisor at Breakout Private Wealth. I'm going to give you a couple things here that I think are real important to think about right now and can help. Here's what I've learned over the years. During these rough markets, people, even clients, sometimes the urge is to take action, to do something. That's part of the way we're wired. Perfectly normal. So, what can we do? Take some action now, and that can have a positive outcome to our wealth going forward. Number one, let's calculate a cash cushion. What do I mean by that? Everybody should have a cash cushion, but very few people actually quantify it the way that we do here at Breakout for our clients. What you would do is you take all your savings, checking account, savings account, any liquidity like that you have, including taxable brokerage account. If you don't have one, great time to start one. Everybody needs to have one. Very, very, very important part of retirement planning. Anyway, total that up, divide that by your annual spending, and that will give you a pretty fair idea. Here's an example. Let's say you have $200,000 in what we're calling cash and taxable investments. You spend $100,000, your ratio is 0.5. That means you have about 6 months of cash cushion. I'd say that's probably on the low side that I'd like to see for some people, unless you're just starting out, but it is what it is, and it just gives you an idea of where you are. Some people, when they do that, will find their number to be 3, 4, 5 times. They have a very large cash position. And while I can't give advice over the internet, some of those people could think about adding to their investment accounts into this, adding to a taxable brokerage account, or if they do not have one, or it's not properly structured, which I see quite a bit, it just becomes a graveyard, so to speak, of Facebook and Apple and Amazon or whatever, a couple of stock tips that never materialized. Probably a good time to just clean that up and get started in the right way. Okay, so we covered cash cushion, critically important, gives you a great starting place. Everything begins and ends with a cash cushion, with feeling comfortable. Critical. Number two that I have here is something that very few people think about, but I'm advising my clients to do so and have been. Front-loading IRAs, meaning depending on your age and income, making sure that you get your contribution in now, get it invested now to take advantage of the weakness in these markets. Same holds true with 529 plans, college plans for the kids, 401ks. If you can take out more money out of every check, contribute more money out of every check, and get that into the max now, basically markets are on sale. So not investment advice. Of course, I got to be careful about that, but something to think about. I forget what I need to say. This is for educational purposes only. There you go. But anyway, good things to think about here. Most importantly, let's not get paralyzed. Let's take advantage of the markets. Let's use the markets to our advantage and not get used by the markets or the media that will get us to make poor decisions here when, of course, emotions can run high. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you so much. Have a great week.